Returning back to work after maternity leave was very challenging for me. I stayed in a nuclear setting and did not have as strong a support with a nanny as I've already spelled. It felt like moving a mountain. It was absolutely overwhelming. I was excited to meet colleagues and get back to work, but at the same time, I was anxious. I had to figure out a solution at home with my husband and take support from family. I was going through multiple emotions all at once. My baby started recognizing me well. He had started solids and was going through a lot of changes at the time. Leaving him behind broke my heart a little every single time and filled me up with mom guilt. In this podcast, I will be talking about modern mothers getting back to work, challenges faced, support needed from work colleagues and corporates, support needed from family and community, and how to manage the mom guilt for the modern working mothers. Hi, I'm Ishita Gupta, your podcast host and HR professional, executive performance, happiness, and life coach. You are listening to episode 8 Back to Work on Let's Evolve. Returning to work after maternity leave in modern times can be both exciting and challenging. Here are some aspects to consider. Before returning to work, create a transition plan that outlines how you'll manage both work and home responsibilities. This could include gradually increasing your work hours, adjusting your schedule, or easing back into full time work over a period of weeks. It's normal to experience mixed emotions about leaving your child and returning to work. Setting priorities and boundaries can help maintain a healthy work life balance. We will be talking about three kinds of support: corporate support, work community support, and family and community support. Some of the ways how corporates should support the modern working mothers are: number one, supportive policies. Companies should have policies supporting working parents, including extended parental leave, lactation rooms, and childcare assistance programs. Helping the mother with backup data of the laptop before leaving and after joining back in is also very important. 2. Career progression. Returning to work shall involve re evaluating career goals and discussing with your employer about any changes in roles or responsibilities that align with your current priorities. Number 3. Provide designated lactation rooms and flexible break times for pumping for the new mother. Number 4. Refresher training, workshops, and material can be provided to the working mother to get updated and back to the current speed. Number 5. Training managers to be supportive and understanding of the challenges faced by returning mothers, including flexibility with schedules, understanding of childcare needs, and providing clear communication about expectations. Remember, every parent's journey is unique, and it's important to find what works best for you and your family as you navigate this transition. How can the work community support? Number one, communicate and check in. Communicating openly with the working modern mothers, support and help them out when needed, checking in on them at intervals to understand how they are coping up with this new change. Number two, inclusive workplace culture. Fostering an inclusive and supportive workplace culture where returning mothers feel valued, respected, and understood can contribute significantly to their overall well being and job satisfaction. Number three, sharing the load. Offer to share the load of the working moms and be ready to fill in wherever you can if they need you to. Number four, recognize and reassure. Recognize the wonderful work they're doing, as it is not easy to keep up with both the worlds. Even a small recognition helps. Reassurance is all they need during this phase. Ways to support at home for the family and the community. Number one, volunteer to help. Modern mothers and parents need the most help during this phase. Please do volunteer to help either with a nanny, grandparents, relatives, taking turns, and staying at home to support the baby. Number two, provide space and time. Requesting you to give space to the modern mothers and parents by avoiding to ask too many questions when they're not sure themselves. Give them a little time and support if you can. It's new for them and they will appreciate the help. Number three, consult and respect the mother. Please do consult the mother for anything new for the baby before making a decision. Even if the mother is not physically present, she will take up time to address the concern if you consult her. Please respect if she has restrictions on screen time, video calls, and other similar points for the baby. 4. Show empathy. Please do not forget that she has delivered a few months back and still needs rest and support. Show empathy and understanding if she's emotional and worked up. They need this for their mental well being. Number 5, capture moments. Modern working mothers always have this fear of missing out on special moments or achievements of the baby. You will do her a big favor by capturing these moments and showing it to her later. Number 6, partnership. All the modern fathers, you and the modern working mothers are in this together. Please support them in bouncing back as their career development and growth is equally important for them and your family. 7. Positive approach and appreciation. Always try to appreciate the modern working mothers and always have a positive approach. Please avoid telling them, you are not the only working woman. They might be one in a billion, but for them, it is the first experience and they're doing a commendable job. Be kind. Okay, so we have heard the word mom guilt towards the beginning. What does it mean? And does all the modern mothers get this? Yes. At some point, most of the modern mothers get this guilt and do not know how to manage it well. So let us understand how we can manage this mom guilt. 1. Recognize it's normal. Feeling guilty about leaving your child is a natural response. Acknowledge this by saying, I'm doing this to fill my cup of happiness, which will help me in keeping my baby and family happy. 2. Focus on quality time rather than quantity. Prioritize making the time that you do have with your child meaningful and engaging. I try to avoid using my phone after going back home. 3. Communicate openly. Discuss your feelings with your partner, family, or friends who can support and reassurance. Sharing experiences with other working moms can also be comforting. I shared it with working moms and it worked wonders for me. 4. Set realistic expectations. Accept that you can't do everything perfectly. Setting realistic goals, both at work and at home, can help alleviate the pressure. I learned this the hard way, but please do understand that it is only human to make mistakes. 5. Self-care and trust. Balancing work and parenting responsibilities requires you to be physically and emotionally well. Trust that you are doing the best for your family. I indulge in self-care activities like yoga and meditation. 6. Celebrate achievements. Acknowledge and celebrate your successes as both a mom and a professional. Recognize the value you bring to your family and workplace. We do this so less while we deserve it more often. Treat yourself with small things. 7. Stay connected. Use technology to stay connected with your child during the day. Calls, photos, or updates from caregivers can help ease separation anxiety. I used to take updates on calls every 2 to 3 hours initially, that got extended later. Modern working mothers, please remember that you're going to be role models for your babies, and also the exposure that a professional mother gets at home is crucial in shaping the baby into a responsible and an independent individual. The quote that I have for this episode is: stepping back into the professional world after maternity leave is a powerful reminder of a woman's ability to adapt, grow, and conquer challenges. Yes, motherhood does not diminish your professional capability. In fact, it enhances it. I can vouch for this, as I have a newfound energy and zeal in me to grow professionally after becoming a mother. If you feel connected to me and my podcast and it positively impacts you in any way, you can explore a coaching session with me by blocking my time on Calendly, attaching the link in the description. I support working women, working mothers, new mothers, executives, and middle management employees, entrepreneurs, young and middle aged individuals needing support with their personal and professional life.
Extremely grateful if you have reached till here. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Please share, download, and subscribe to my channel. Let's evolve. Have a great day ahead.